driving scared out there, knowing what Kyle Busch will have to do if he gets to his back bumper. And problems for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Fire underneath the right front.
Yeah, big fire underneath the right side of this car. Let's get Ricky out of that thing. Full of smoke.
Yeah, we're not seeing him come out of the car yet, but that thing, there he is.
There you go. He's getting out.
Look at all the fire inside the car.
Flames inside of the car as Stenhouse Jr. is out now.
Seventh yellow flag of the day coming here.
But a huge fire for Stenhouse.
Yeah, scary situation. I can't tell if it's one of those in the rocker panel behind the right front tire, but engulfed is the 47. Kim.
And a little earlier in the race, Ricky did say that the car felt like it was full of smoke, but it subsided. So he did say when he was running harder, the smoke got worse. They worked on it on pit road. It hadn't been an issue since. Now we're seeing this major issue. So I'm not sure if that would have indicated what the problem was. Steve, if you were hearing earlier that the smoke was getting worse when it was running harder, what would you think?
Well, what we saw last year was the fires in these rocker panels. Air comes in through the noses, around the exhaust pipes, and vent out the rocker panels to try to keep the cars cooler. And there were some situations last year where the rubber would build up in there and it would catch on fire. That's what it sounds like once again, but a lot of things have been put in place to try to prevent that. I'm sure NASCAR is going to be very, very interested to see exactly what this fire is on this 47. Fire is obviously a main concern anytime you have fuel and oil, but those usually happens after an accident. This car just looks like it's on fire with very little to no damage.
Yeah, and the flames are just billowing out the right side of that car.
And it takes a minute to get unbuckled and get yourself out of this race car, but race car drivers are a little bit different breed. Stenhouse didn't ever appear to be in a major rush to get out of the race car.
Look at that thing. It is just absolutely filled with smoke before we see him pop out.
The other thing that happens when you're in a car like this, when it's that much smoke, you can see nothing. You have zero visibility. You're getting out of that car, unbuckling your belts, doing all that by feel. But even here, he's just pretty calm. I'm going to get out. That is scary stuff. Steve, to your point about, the changes that have been made to the car, you hope that is something odd, something strange that is on fire and not a reoccurrence of what we have seen in the past.
So what could it be, right? There could be tire rubber in there. You could have had an oil leak or something that maybe puts a little bit of some sort of flammable material. You mix that with the rubber, the hot exhaust is in there. There's a lot of things that it could be. So I don't think we want to try to guess exactly what it would be, but I will tell you that NASCAR put a lot of work into this last year. So if this is another issue around that rocker box area, it's going to be high on the priority list on Monday for the